1. Okay, guys, good evening, everybody.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, teacher.
Hello.
Good evening, teacher.
Hello,
Hi,
Mauricio.
teacher.
Hi, Gabby. Okay, guys, so welcome to this 4th class. We are studying today a new topic. We are learning some new things today. So the topic for today is the following. We are going to have our little warm-up by talking about this topic. Okay, let me share with you the screen, right? So the topic for this little discussion is my favorite holiday. So you have here several, okay? I have some pictures about the different holidays that we have during the year, right? So you have to choose one and tell me which one is your favorite and tell me why, all right? Let's begin with Gabby. Okay, Gabby, tell me.
I think I like carnival because there is a lot of like crazy things and good weather and all.
Nice. Do you play this little game in Carnival with your friends or your family or both?
Both teacher.
Both. Okay, yeah, it's quite funny. Yes, I agree with you. Thank you, Gabby. And I also like this celebration because after that, we also have like other holiday, sorry guys, where we celebrate, well, not celebrate, the resurrection of Jesus Christ after Carnival, I think it is. So we also have this, the Holy Week you have there. Okay, let's continue with Darwin. Which one is your favorite?
And my favorite holiday was Carnival because I spent time with with my friends from the school.
Okay, nice. But you are not in the school anymore, right? Okay, great. Let's continue with Sylvie. Okay, Sylvie.
Okay, my favorite holiday is Christmas because I can spend my time with my family and friends that I don't see much in the year.
Very good. Yes, the food is also delicious. And Mauricio, what about you?
I think that my favorite holiday is Christmas because I stay with my family and I like the food.
Okay, nice. So we have different likes. We think differently, but we enjoy, of course, having holidays. Yes. All right, guys, let's continue with the grammar structure that we're going to analyze today, right? In this case is the use of the passive voice. So what is the passive voice, guys? Yep. Can you help me reading, please, Darwin? Only this part, the green part about the use of the passive voice.
Passive voice, and we use the passive to say what happens when the agent is not important.
Very good. So you may wonder what the agent is. Well, the agent is the person who does the action. So in this case, we're not talking about the person who does the action. We're talking about the object, right? Or the process of doing something. Yep. So what is the formula in order to make this type of sentences? Yep. We have our first sentence with the verb be. We use the verb in past participle. It's important that you know this conjugation of the verbs. And the complement, very easy. So let's analyze the examples. So Sylvie, can you help me reading the first example, please?
Christmas is celebrated in Ecuador.
Thank you very much. It's celebrated in Ecuador. Good, thank you. All right, so here we have our verb be and our verb in the past participle. Yes, I have a question for you guys. Do we know who celebrates Christmas? Do we know who does the action in this sentence?
No, teacher.
No, yeah, we don't know. Why not? Because the agent is not important. Nice. Gabby, help me reading the second sentence, please.
Secret Santa is played all around the world in December.
Thank you very much. Okay, same question for you, Gabby. Do we know who plays Secret Santa?
No, teacher.
No. Okay, no. Why not? Because same thing. The agent is not important. Darwin, help me reading the next sentence, please.
New Year's Eve dinner was made by my grandma.
Thank you very much. Now, in this case, Darwin, do we know who does the action?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, who does the action, Darwin?
My grandma.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, always when you have this word by in the passive sentence, yeah, we know the agent. Why? Because after by, we have the person who does the action. So in this case, we know it. Yes, we do know. The next one, please, Mauricio, number 4.
Okay. Students were punished by teachers.
Thank you very much. Do we know who does the action?
Yes,
Who is
the
it?
teachers.
The teachers. Very good. Thank you. Same thing. We have here our word by, so of course we know who does the action. In the two first sentences, we don't know because we don't have the agent. Yes, we don't have the word by. Okay, so that's it, guys. Very simple. Questions? Okay, so now, guys, can you tell me, please, which sentences are in the present and which ones are in the past? Which ones are in the present?
1 and 2.
Number 1.
Number 1 and number 2. Thank you, Sylvie. Thank you, Darwin. Yes, we have the verb be in the present form. What happened if I want to talk about the past? We just use the verb be in the past form. So was made, were punished. Okay. Also, another thing which is important is that you have to identify very well here, yeah, this part of the sentence to choose the correct form of the verb be. So you have to find out if this is singular, if it's plural, right? To use the correct form of the verb be. So yeah, that's all, guys. Questions? Great. So let's continue with some exercises to practice this part. You have here, write the following sentences in the present passive. You're going to transform, yes, we're going to transform the active sentences into the passive form, yes? So, for example, this sentence, my mom cooks dinner, is in the active voice. How do we know this is in the active? Because here I have the agent at the beginning. So the protagonist of the sentence is the agent. We are talking about the person who does the action, yes? On the other hand, with the present passive, sorry, we are not talking about the agent. The most important thing is the product, is the final object, the final production, yes? So in other words, what is the complement in the active voice becomes the subject in the passive voice, right? And what is the subject in the active voice becomes at the end, like a complement, yes? Like some extra information, okay? So as I mentioned before, the agent must be after the expression by. So please don't forget to include the expression by in the following sentences that you have below. Okay, so let's begin with Sylvie. Read the active sentence and then transform it to the passive voice.
Mars sings the lazy song.
Okay, transform this into the passive.
The lazy song is sung by Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. Thank you. Yes, the lazy song is song, right? Why? Because we have here the object, so this becomes the subject. Yes, this is in the present, so I use the verb in the present form. Is. Very good, Sylvie. Darwin, continue, please.
And the plane. I see. And the plane is drawn by the pilot.
What is the past participle form of the verb drive?
Draw.
That is the past. Drove is past. Driven. Yes.
Ah.
The plane is driven by whom? By the pilot. That is why it's important that you check, guys, the conjugation in the past participle form of the verbs. Yes. Okay, thank you, Darwin. The next one, please, Gabby.
In my job, the rules are given by my boss.
Perfect. The rules, plural, are given. Perfect. Who does the action? My boss, by my boss. Excellent, Gabby. Excellent job. The next one, please, Mauricio.
My hair is cut by the hairdresser.
Perfect. Nice. Of course it is. Thank you. And the last one, please. Let's repeat Gabby's participation. Okay, Gabby, go ahead.
My homework is done by my friend.
Perfect. My homework is done by who? By my friend. Excellent, guys. I think this is clear, right? Questions so far? Okay, great. So this is the present. Yes, here is the present form. Let's continue with the next part. Now we have the past passive. So the logic is the same. Yes, what is the subject becomes at the end of the sentence, and what is the object becomes the subject in the passive form. So you just have to change the verb be into the past, right? So let's begin now with Mauricio, please.
The flat tire was changed by Mary.
Excellent. Very good. Gabby, please. The next one.
A marathon was run by a young boy.
Perfect. Very good. The next one, please. Darwin.
The bomb was invented by Alva Edison.
Very good. The next one, please, Sylvie.
A fraud in Ecuador was committed by Mr. Nasa.
Perfect. By Mr. Nasa. Great. And the last one, let's repeat Mauricio's participation. Go ahead, Mauricio.
My parents' house were built by a good architect.
My parents' house was built by a good architect. Very good. Okay, so in this sentence, sorry guys, my fault. I forgot to write down the apostrophe. My parents' house. So this means that, of course, the house belongs to my parents. Yes. Okay, so here I have a plus question for you. Yes, we know how to make sentences in the affirmative form, in the negative form too. You just have to put the negative form of the verb be. Now, what happened with the questions? So we have the question, did Chinese invent the compass? What would be the passive question form? Anyone, please. Who is able to do this? Just follow the logic, guys. Just follow the logic.
The compass was invented by Chinese.
Okay, if you say the compass was invented by Chinese, that would be perfect in positive sentences. But this is not a positive sentence, sorry. This is a question.
Was the compass invented by Chinese?
Perfect, Mauricio. Invented by Chinese. Very good. So in this case, you just change the order. Remember when we make questions with the verb be, we just put the verb be at the beginning, then the subject, then the verb, then the complement. It's the same, right? It's exactly the same when we have questions, okay? So it's the same in the present. So for example, if I had, do Chinese invent the compass? So is the compass invented by Chinese? If you want to make present passive form, right? Okay, guys, questions? Nice. Let's continue then with the next part. Okay, so here you have the practicing activity, yes? What do you have to do? We're talking about here about a festival, yes? A festival. So you have to change this paragraph, because this paragraph is in the active voice, you have to change the sentences into the passive voice. So I am asking you, please, Sylvie, can you help me reading the complete paragraph, please?
Okay, every year parents celebrate the Festival of the Sun on June 24. The Spanish conquistadors forbid this annual festival in the 16th century. However, in the 1940s, the brings of the Inca, half conqueror, half Inca poets, revived and reconstructed the Festival of the Sun and its attractions. Today, the festival offers color exhibitions like concerts, traditional dance, and activities where actors and singers bring the past alive. This is the second biggest festival in Latin America after the Rio Carnival.
Thank you very much, Sylvie. Thank you for your reading. Okay, so we're going to divide the paragraph into sentences so that you can complete this one by one. So I am asking, please, Darwin, can you transform this first sentence into the passive voice, please?
The festival of the sun is celebrated of Jan 24th by Peruvians every year.
Very good. Thank you very much. Yes, that's it. Excellent, Darwin. The next sentence we have. Can you help me reading the next sentence in the passive voice, please, Gabby?
Incan festival was provided by the Spanish conquerors in the 16th century.
Very good. Yes, this word is prohibited. Yes, prohibited. All right, but you were right. Thank you, Gabby. The next one we have here. This, please. Can you help me reading the next sentence in the passive, Mauricio?
The festival of the sun and its traditions were revived and reconstructed by a half conqueror.
Very good. Great, Mauricio. Excellent. And we have the last sentence in the active voice. Please, can you help me, Sylvie, transform this into the passive?
Color, colorful exhibition, live concerts, traditional dance, and activities where actors and singers bring the past alive are offered in the festival.
Very good. Are offered in the festival. Yes, you were right, guys. Here you have the answers, right? This is exactly what you mentioned. So I have highlighted the transformation, right? Or the use of the passive form in red color so that you can see. You can see the transformation. Okay, very good. Thank you for your participation. So now we're going to see the next use of the passive form, because we can also use the passive form to describe processes. So in this case, we have the process of recycling. So you're going to help me, everybody, you're going to help me complete this with the correct passive form of the verbs that you have in brackets, okay? So first we have, first, use bottles. What is this?
Is good.
Bottles, plural.
Are good.
Are put. Okay, be careful with the correct plural or singular form of the words that you have there. Are put in their plastic recycling bin. Next, the used bottles. Anyone, please?
Are collect.
Are collected. Yes, are collected. And
Taken.
okay, taken. So you have two options here, right? You can omit are, or you can also repeat are taken or just taken. Yes, both ways are possible. Yes, to the factory which will recycle the bottles. Following transportation, the bottles it's here. Hit is a regular verb.
Are heated.
Okay, if you were wondering what is the past participle form of hit, yeah, it's a regular verb. And melt is also a regular verb.
Melted.
Melted. All right, thank you. Then they
Are formed.
are formed, very good, into new bottles. After cooling the recycled plastic bottles,
Are distributed.
okay, are distributed. Yes, they already helped you writing the verb in the past participle to companies in order that they can. Here we have a model. How can you do that? Just follow the rule. In the passive voice, you use the verb be and the verb in past participle. How can you include the verb be and the past participle form there?
Can be refilled.
Perfect, Gabby. Excellent. So now we cannot use am, is, or are. Is or are in this case, sorry, because you have the modal verb. So you need the verb in base form, which is be, can be refilled and sold to the public. So this is how you use this passive form to talk about processes, right? Do you have any questions? No? Great. So the last thing we're going to do right now, guys, is the following. I just want to make sure that you really understood this part. So I'm sharing with you a quiz, a little quiz. The topic is passive voice. What do you have to do? You have to develop this quiz with different questions. You have 10 questions. When you finish, please send your results to my WhatsApp so that I can check how did you do the quiz. Yes, as soon as you finish the quiz, you can leave the meeting. Okay, so go ahead, please, guys. Good luck. Tell me when you're ready. Okay, guys, try to finish, please. The time is almost over. I think I have the first student who finished. Darwin, you have 10 out of 10. Very good. Congratulations, Darwin. You can leave, okay? See you next class. Bye-bye, Darwin. Thank you very much.
Hi, teacher. Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome. Sylvie, very good job. Perfect score. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye, teacher.
Bye-bye, Gabby. Okay, great. Perfect score. Thank you. See you.
Teacher.
Bye-bye. Thank you, dear. Good job. And only Mauricio is left. Okay, Mauricio, let me check. Perfect score, very good. How was it, Mauricio? Easy or difficult?
It was easy, teacher.
Okay, great. I hope so. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher. See you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.